Yo, what's up guys? Today I, a controller player, is gonna try and beat the 110% AI in a Sauber playing as Nico Freakyberg, Nico Hulkenberg, Nico Hulkenberg at Baku, because this weekend, of course, real F1 is driving in Baku. Here you can see the settings real quick at 110, so you can see that I'm not a fraud. At least I'm trying not to be a fraud. Here we jump right into the one-shot qualifying. I am gonna give myself a qualifying. Because, yeah, in the Sauber, I actually don't know how this is gonna go. So going through the first corners pretty nicely. Want to cut the corner there quite a lot. Go right over the curb. As you can see in the top left, we are in second, so it's looking pretty good. I always like Baku. I don't know why. It's really not anywhere near my strongest circuits, but it's just a nice circuit to drive. Really, I don't know, technical in a way. I don't know. I just like driving it. You know. As you can see in the top left, we are still jumping up and down in second place, so we're actually doing very good. Going into the castle section, almost losing the rear end there, but saving it. Drifting through the castle section on a controller. Who told you that that was impossible? Now going into the last sector almost. Let's see, we are still in third place. Can we see the delta time? Oh, the sector. Oh, we are jumping up and forth. I know that the AI is not good in that corner. Can't be. The gap is almost a tenth. So now we're gonna go up to the line. We are gonna use the overtake. I don't know how the AI is using. I can't imagine the AI using the overtake like we and us players should do, is like using the medium and overtaking them themselves. But we crossed the line and it is gonna be a first position for Nico Freakyberg. Insane chat. So yeah, we're first somehow with 39.5. I don't really know what I can do with the normal equal cars, but we are in first. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be a hard qualifying, but Hulkenberg is starting on pole position. And that does say that we've got a lot of straight line speed. My setup actually uses 0-0 around Baku. It's a really nice setup. We are gonna start on the mediums. We're gonna do a medium hard strat. I actually expected there to be only one strat, and that would be medium hard or hard medium, because of the fact that the softs just absolutely suck. Even though it's only a 25% race, actually maybe you can do the softs for 1 lap or 2 laps. Maybe that actually might be quicker in hindsight. But at the time I didn't really realize that, as we almost lose the corner. Luckily Leclerc and Norris, they are fighting and going extremely slow, gives me the opportunity to drive away from them. And you can see that we're just already gapping them just because of that. We just have more speed. The fresh mediums really helping us out here in this first lap. But strategy is going to be a big factor in this race, because, as I was saying, the softs are, for us players, not a great tire, but for the AI they are a good tire. Jumping onto lap 3, we managed to extend the gap to 3.7 seconds. Now our mediums are dropping off, so jumping up to lap 5. Look at this pit entry, absolutely nailing the pit entry. I was like shocked that I nailed it that much, but the gap was 3.7 seconds. We are gonna jump on the hards pit a little bit earlier than the computer tells us, because of the tire drop off here is just massive, and it's just a pain to drive after a couple of laps, and we were not gaining any more. Going out of the pits, we still have the gap, but we don't know the strategy. And as I'm saying, the AI is better on the softs here. Tsunoda should be on old tires. He goes defensive. We cannot go down the inside, so we're gonna go around the outside here. Also managing just to get to the corner, but we get the position up to 9th place. 2.5 seconds is the gap to Gasly, but we are gonna skip a lap. And we managed to caught up to him right in the castle section. Actually, his hearts did not feel great. I was not using 0-0, I felt it was too understeery, so I went with 1-0. But then after the tire drop off, it just felt like pretty shit. I'm just gonna skip it a bit because it's quite boring, but I'm quite close to him. And we are just gonna overtake him here. Or try at least. I think he might even get into the pits, yeah. Really strange of the AI to not follow the pit line. That's something I noticed. But on to lap 8 we go. We caught up to the next victims of us. That's both of the Mercedes. One of them pits. And actually that is everyone else. So now we are in the second place. But these guys still need to pit. We are gonna try and get past Antonelli, hoping that they didn't lose us time here. Maybe with the DRS we gain some time, but with the fighting, let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down the inside, and it is quite a straightforward move. But now on the top left you can see 5.9 seconds ahead of Leclerc, but he is on the softs. I was so surprised. After that, just that one lap, look how much he gained. 3.7 seconds. And what looked like an easy victory for me, it is not going to be an easy victory because he's gaining a lot more than a second per lap. So he's easily going to catch up with 3 more laps to go. Jumping onto lap 10. You can see him in my rear view mirrors. Actually, that's not my rear view mirrors. You know what I'm saying. But Hulkenberg is under pressure from Leclerc in lap 11 now. He's even closer, 1.3 seconds almost. And we are gonna jump onto the next lap where he's right gonna be on my ass. 7 tenths. Let's see if we can keep him behind because we've got 2 more laps to go. We are not really high on ERS. I try to manage my ERS good and save some because at one point you can see him catching up. And so then it's all about saving the ERS in the middle sector and then blasting the ERS in these straights because you really need it. Luckily I was on so low downforce that here you can see with 6 tenths he is barely gaining on me while I don't even have the ERS, which is very good. However, there's another DRS straight right after this. So let's see if we can keep him behind and nail these couple of corners. We have only 24% of battery, so the battery is getting low as well. Here we missed the apex by a couple of cars. And that gives Leclerc the opportunity to come right at us. The ERS is also out. He's gonna try and go around the outside. We brake a little bit later. We do leave the space around the outside, but the AI is not that hard of a fighter always, you know that. So now we are ahead of them, but without ERS, and we've got one long straight at the end of this lap coming. So now it's, of course, we're just gonna try and save as much as ERS as you can. So you can see that we're gonna stay in none for almost the entirety of these sectors, trying to just regain, knowing that he's not gonna be able to get past us as we really are struggling on these tires now. Even the hards. Imagine if we went to the soft. So that just shows us how easy it is for the AI. I think I've heard a couple of times people say that the AI does not feel any tire wear. I don't know if that's true, and that's just simulated their loss of time. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but here we go on to the last straight. Can we keep him behind? 5 tenths. We are out of ERS, but the gap is increasing. Looks like he might also be out of ERS, and we just have so much straight line speed. 6 tenths. Without ERS, he's gonna gain on us, but it's not gonna be enough, guys. As you can see, we are gonna take this victory home and win in a Sauber against the 110 AI. Actually was a little bit more easy than I thought. So let me know in the comments the next challenge I should do. Maybe a little bit harder than this one. Maybe starting from last in the Sauber. When saying that, I don't even think that would be possible. But that would make for a nice challenge. Let me know in the comments what you want. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it. And consider subscribing. In your screen right now you will see the last challenge video. It was around Monza. because of course the last monster race is actually Charles Leclerc. So go ahead and watch it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.